I'm going to present you the research methodology here at the Policy Center. Our research is based on pragmatic, investigation-driven and fact-based methodologies. Pragmatics, because we are in a very complex world. Fact-based analysis, because we have to understand all the structural issues we have in this world. Our programs are based on a 3-year basis. Our last cycle began in 2021 and will finish in 2033. So next year will be a very important year as we are going to review our strategic programs. Regarding international relations, we have developed many expertise on several topics: Sahel, security and defense in Africa, Horn Africa, Nile Basin, terrorism, but also gas and energy resource related matters. We have 3 programs that are very important to us and that are going to be reviewed next year. The first program is building Africa in an autonomous and interdependent world. The second program is the internal dynamics of Africa, and the third program is dedicated to Morocco. For these programs, we have also embarked with trips in Africa so that our young researchers can complete their work, their back office activity of research, and develop their work on the ground. Between the publication we have is, for instance, the Rapport Géopolitique that is directed by one of our fellows, Mr. Bassou, and for instance, for the edition that was published this year, the edition of 2022, we have several insights, and we have also mementos about more than 20 countries in Africa. Morocco is, of course, also in our radar, and one of our last publication is dedicated to the leadership of women in our country and to the social issue of women here in Morocco. Thank you very much, and I hope you will enjoy your Atlantic Dialogue 2022.
So, when it comes to the research program at the Policy Center, it's equally based on economics and international relations. And this is actually one of the specificity of the Policy Center when it's compared to other think tanks in the region. So the 2 disciplines makes the core of the research here at the Policy Center. And along the way, we have realized how much is it important to have the 2 perspectives, especially nowadays. For example, with all the issues facing the world, we realize that it's extremely important to apprehend and to understand what's going on, to cross the 2 perspectives. Every issue nowadays has 2 sides, economic one and the international relation one. So it's really important to espouse at the same time when trying to understand the different issues facing the world, the data-driven perspective of the economists, and also the political science angle of the international relations. So it's extremely important to have the disciplines, the 2 perspectives at the same time. So regarding economics, our research is articulated around 4 sub-programs that goes in the strategic thrust of the policy centers that consider Morocco, Africa, and the New South as their strategic anchors. So the first sub-program with economics, I'm talking here about economics, is entitled Rethinking the Moroccan Economy, and the objective is to deepen the understanding and the knowledge and the analysis of the Moroccan economy and the different challenges facing it, especially when it comes to integration in the global economy, the macroeconomic regulation along the cycle, the labor markets issue, and the structural transformation in all the sectoral policies needed, or the appropriate ones. And also the ambition of the Moroccan economy and Morocco in general to meet the energy transition. So this is the first sub-program. The second one is African-oriented one, entitled Thinking the Emergence of the African Economy in the New Globalization. So in this program, it goes in the same spirit actually, with much more focus on strategic and structural issue, such as the role of agriculture and the food security, the natural resources, of course, it goes without saying, the role of natural resources in the development of the continent, the migration dimension, and the regional integration. And here we focus on the African Free Trade Agreement. The third one is in the midway between economics, international relations, which is the New South and the new globalization. In this one, we try to understand and tackle the different issues facing the New South, which is more than just geographic representation. This is a perspective, this is an ambition that the Policy Center tries to advocate for, which is a South that is quite engaged, committed, and that has its own perspective. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it goes in the same vein as the global one, but this is the spirit of this program. So one of the topics tackled within this one is the public goods, the role of Africa, the multilateralism. So as you say, this is a broader one that combines economics and international relations. And the last but not least is the program Moroccan focused one again on the social and territorial state, and this is one of the legacies of the policy of the COVID crisis. As you know, the state priorities have been reshuffled due to this unprecedented shock. And the welfare state has become one of the most important objectives, either of the state or of the Moroccan citizen. Regarding the publication, I would say we have a broad range of publications going from policy brief, research papers, and reports. And here I will make the focus on, I think, the African Economic Report. This is one of the flagship reports of the Policy Center along the geopolitical one. They have the same spirit as they trying to understand and to give concrete recommendation for different challenges facing the African economy, and also to reshape the narrative regarding the African economy. And of course, all this is based on fact-based research. And the second one that I would pick among all the publications is the ones that we did within the T20. And the T20 actually is the platform that's combined all the think tanks coming from the G20 countries, and Morocco has been actually a regular guest of this platform. And this one also actually embodies one of the spirits, one of the objectives of the Policy Center is to share its own narrative within such a global platform, such a platform dedicated merely to developed countries. And Morocco in the 2020, 2021, Morocco have Policy Center actually, and actually we are the only representative of Morocco within this platform. We have published on trade, we have published on migration, we have published on funding infrastructure. So those are the different topics that we have tackled within this platform.